Hello and welcome to Business Today Television. Today, we bring you a special on the big story of Air India and Vistara integration. Now, in a town hall meeting on Monday, the chief executives of Air India and Vistara presented the staff with updates on the merger. According to sources in the know, the Maharaja Air India is targeting the completion of Vistara's merger with itself by the end of this year, and integration of over 7,000 employees will start from June in the phases as the Tata Group Airlines push for a rapid transition for one full service carrier under the Air India brand. This timeline given by the Air India Group leadership is earlier than what was actually previously stated in January, where Vistara Chief Executive Officer Mr. Vinod Kannan had said that the Air India Vistara merger was likely to have been completed by the middle of next year. Now, Kannan is also the Chief Integration Officer of the Air India Group. The Air India Vistara merger integration has received most of its regulatory approval, including not from competition of watchdogs of India and Singapore. The hearing for approval before the National Company Law Tribunal NCLT in fact has also been concluded, and the order is awaited, and the application for approval of Singapore Airlines in the merged entity has also been filed. Singapore Airlines, which owns 49% stake in Vistara, will hold a 25.1% stake in the merged Air India entity. Apart from merging Air India and Vistara, the group is of course also in the process of merging its budget carriers Air India Express and AIX Connect, which is formerly Air Asia India. Once both the mergers are completed, then the Air India Group will have a full service carrier Air India and a low cost carrier Air India Express. Air India's CEO Campbell Wilson and Vistara CEO Vinod Kannan informed its employees yesterday that while the last of the necessary approvals are expected anytime soon, the operational process and the harmonization exercise is progressing well. The airlines have operationally issued on their integration upgrades sentence for the group process, as top flight crew and about close to 120 pilots have already been moved between both the groups. If you remember, just a month back, the merger had led to concerns between a section of Vistara pilots which were unhappy about the new pay structure and were hoping that Air India would take a progressive call in solving this. In fact, what we are picking up is that these were among the reasons that why a sizable number of Vistara pilots had called in sick early April, leading to major issues in terms of the airline's operations. In yesterday's meeting, the staff were informed that over 60 Vistara employees had already been seconded to Air India to accelerate the integration efforts. An assessment for over 7,000 employees has also been completed with talent fitment in advanced stages. Of these, around 3,500 are flying staff, while 2,500 are non-flying staff. In all, Air India and Vistara are estimated to have nearly close to about 24,000 employees. Now, people, integration is often among the most tricky and complex parts of the merger, particularly among airlines. Apart from bringing about pay parity, integrating employees coming from different organizations, there are of course issues that could get extremely daunting in managing these mergers, and they can potentially lead to mistrust among employees and demotivate the team members. The cultural differences of working in two premier airlines could also hurt the sentiments of senior editorial, which is a challenge that Air India Group will have to continue to tackle. Now, the big question that the merger integration misses to address is what happens on the asset integration part. Air India's mega order is going to be the strength, of course, in terms of its fleet, while the existing Air India fleet will also be operated, and we will also have AI Connect and AIX. Now, Vistara is on the basis will continue to operate until its AOC is received, and after that it's going to be a sunset brand. The mega Air India group will be the sole runner representing the brand with 4 airlines under its ambit. It aims to continue with its full service carrier along with the low cost carriers, strengthening its global and also its regional presence. This is where experience works. Tata's decision to bring Campbell Wilson was a well thought out plan. And why not? In fact, this cannot be coincidental, but an interesting analogy to draw is that Air India was once the company that inspired Singapore Airlines, and Campbell Wilson was one of the founding members of the Singapore low-cost carrier Scoot. He was also a Singapore Airlines employee for more than 2 decades and now is the founding member and CEO of Air India under its transformative phase. We'll bring you more as and when we learn. Keep watching Business Today television as we bring you more on Tata's big plan for Air India Vistara integration.